Oh, he didn't let us bring it home. Bring it home? All right, let's bring it home.
Hi, welcome back, Tigers. Today's video is all about the quadratic formula. Now, I've written the quadratic formula right here, and I've got this quadratic equation that I need to figure out what the x-intercepts are. Now, there's a couple of ways of doing this, but if I know how to do the quadratic formula, even though it's a long process, I will still get the correct answer. Here's what I need to do. I need to take this quadratic equation and figure out what my terms are. The first thing I should do is put a 1 right in front of x squared. Okay? I'm going to circle this. Everything in front of x squared is my a term. Everything in front of x is my b term. And everything that has no x or x squared is my c term. Now, all I have to do now is erase my letters and substitute them in with my numbers. So, the first thing I would do is I'm going to erase these b values. I would look to see which b value it is. And I've got -4. And I'm putting it inside parentheses for a reason. If you plan on doing these types of problems using a calculator, please put in the parentheses or the calculator will give you most likely the wrong answer. Next thing I would do is I would erase my a value and I would plug in 1. So 1 goes here and 1 goes there. And then what I would do is erase my c value and write in -5. Now, I'm going to kind of go through this step by step, so hopefully you can follow along. If you need to, at any reason, pause the tape so you can write down your notes or maybe rewind the tape in case you missed something, how we went from here to there. So I'm going to start cleaning up this mess. I see that I have 2 negatives. 2 negatives make a positive, so this is +4, plus or minus the square root. I put this in parentheses because if you don't put it inside parentheses and you use a calculator, it will give you the wrong answer. So I say to myself, what's -4 times -4? -4 times -4 is 16. Now, I'm just going to bring this subtraction sign just right on down. What's 4 times 1? 4 times 1 is 4. Times -5 is -20. Now, a couple of teachers will have you jump that step, and they'll call this -4, but that's okay. We'll still get there. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, I keep going through this process. I'm just going to draw an arrow over here just so I can start working with this. I rewrite my problem. I've got 4 plus or minus. I see that I have 2 negatives, so 2 negatives will make a positive. So now this is the square root of 36 divided by 2. Now, when I do square roots, I could do it on a calculator where I push the second button and then I push the x squared button, and that pops up the square root symbol. However, I could also say to myself, what 2 numbers do I multiply to get 36? They have to be the same number. Well, the 2 numbers that I'm thinking of are 6 and 6. So the square root of 36 is 6. So I'm just going to draw another arrow here. 4 plus or minus the square root. Oh, I don't need the square root. I just did it. Sorry, a little mistake there. 4 plus or minus the square root of 36 is 6 all over 2. Now, as soon as I get to this last part where I have figured out the square root, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this plus or minus, and I'm going to shoot it off into 2 directions. I'm going to make an addition problem. I'm going to make a subtraction problem. The addition problem, I'm going to take 4 plus 6 divided by 2. Now, if you're doing this on a calculator, the calculator will want to divide first. So here's how we fix that problem. Put it inside parentheses. Now, our other problem will be this. 4 minus 6 divided by 2. I'm going to put that in parentheses because if I'm doing this on a calculator, like I said, the calculator will want to divide first. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. If I do this other one, 4 take away 6 is -2. -2 divided by 2 is -1. And those are my x-intercepts. So I know where the parabola is going to start, and I know where the parabola is going to finish. The next thing I need to do is figure out the vertex. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to find the vertex of the parabola. So good luck with this. If you have any questions, please fast forward, rewind it, write down notes, write down whatever makes sense to you.
Hey, keep rolling there.